Welcome to the final stage of mine slope construction, consisting of the vertical curve and bottom development. Advances are made in the upper portion of the slope. Once the slope reaches the elevation of the material which is to be mined, it levels out, creating the vertical curve. The T in the vent tube is to allow for ventilation in a turnout. The final pass is then completed in the vertical curve area. Excavation begins in the first turnout. Excavating a sump. Once this area is excavated, it will then be lined with concrete. A walkway, a ladder, and handrail are installed to allow for examinations. A block stopping is then constructed in by the sump. The vent tube will remain in place through the stopping until the advancement is completed to the air shafts. The final sill beams are laid down, concrete's poured. First of the king beams goes in, then the second, along with the final arches. At the last arch in the bottom compartment, a concrete wall is constructed. A base is built for the permanent tail of the slope to sit on. And the tail installed. A Kennedy stopping is put up. The permanent structure is brought down through the vertical curve in the upper deck. The area in by the concrete wall on the bottom compartment is backfilled. Concrete's put into the tail section, and the structure and the impact bed are put into place. Now we can do a walkthrough of a mostly completed slope and bottom development with the exception of the excavation to the air shafts. Beginning our way in the office area, working our way over towards the slope portal. Periodically spaced down the slope, you'll notice shelter holes on the left. Also access ladders to the upper deck. The drainage ditches in the invert empty into a trough, then into the sump, which is usually in the first turnout. From there, we travel on down to the first 45 to the right, into the first entry, which will function as an intake, passing the first crosscut to the face, across the face to the belt entry, the in-by side of the tail, back through the curtain to the face area, then across the face to the entry, which will function as a return until the air shafts are developed, passing the first crosscut down to the stopping on the in-by side of the sump, through the manhole, across the walkway at the sump, continuing down the lower deck till the concrete wall at the end, turning and going up the deck access to the beltway. The out-by side of the tail, the deck access opening and closing is seen from the top side. Continuing then out by through the vertical curve, passing several accesses down to the lower travelway, and the completed structure ready to receive the permanent belting. At the out-by side of the portal, we take the access stairs down to the ground, around by the temporary drive, and to the portal of the slope. This concludes our tour of a mostly completed mine slope with vertical curve and bottom development.